Okay, let's see. We are live. Okay, so hey everyone, Five Nights at Freddy's fan 555 here. Welcome to the stream. Before we start, let's see if I can adjust the camera somehow. Make it at least a little bit better to see. It's a little bit too high. Might have to do it like that. Don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's really, I think, probably the best I can get it. Check on my phone right quick, see how it looks on my phone right quick before we do start. It's gonna show me as watching it. Only reason I'm looking at it on my phone is so that I can see any, hopefully any comments if there are any. So if anybody's watching, please let me know in the comments below as I am doing the stream. And I will try to keep an eye on my phone for any comments as I am doing the live stream. Now, I hope all of you can hear and see everything okay. Check that right quick. The microphone. Okay, that should be good. Alright, I'm going to go to the game screen. I'll check my phone and see how that looks. Hopefully this is going to turn out how I want it. Give it a minute to come up on my phone. Okay, there it went. Okay, so it's a little laggy. It's a little laggy on my phone. So I don't know how accurate it's going to be on my phone. But, however, it does appear to be working. This is how I've been wanting to do. Yeah, not my tablet, my laptop for a while now. So hopefully this is going to work out good and okay the way I want it. The screen looks kind of blurry on there, don't it? On my laptop it does. See how that looks. Let it load in on my phone. Okay, we do have a comment now that just appeared on my phone. This is by J Smooth. He asked, "What is this game?" This game is called Beam NG Drive. It should be in the description of the video after the stream is over, if not already. Okay, so that's probably best I can get it. It might take me a minute to. Might take me a few minutes to get this adjusted to where the screen is better, not blurry like it is. J Smooth said this looks good. Yep, it's pretty cool. Do you hate them? I don't know what you mean. Like, if you mean. Okay, so got another comment from him. That one I'm not gonna read. And no, to answer that question, no, I don't. Okay, let's see if I can just it better. Cut back to here for a minute. So hopefully tell how it looks. No, I think that's just making it worse, to be honest. I'm trying to figure this out before we start doing the stream. See if I can somehow get it to stay straight like this. That might maybe help. But I have to have it way down here because I don't have anything for my web camera to sit on. So this might be how I'll have to leave it. Okay, so I hope I'm not pronouncing this wrong or anything. Lennon said, "Hey, can you give us a room tour?" And J Smooth said, "Do a house tour." I've actually been thinking about doing a house tour at some point. I just don't know when I'm going to get to doing that. I will go ahead and just sort of show my room a little bit before we do start. This is in front of me. It's my TV and Xbox up there on my dresser. And then the shelves are kind of like a bookshelf type thing. RC cars on it that are my brother's. VHS tapes down there at the bottom. The old classic Disney VHS tapes. And the rest of the stuff that's on there is my brother's stuff. So there's some things he probably doesn't want me to show, though, so I don't know if I get to show our room or not. I plan on showing it eventually, though. Do you have FNAF plushies? I do. Only have one, unfortunately. Let's see if I can kind of show it. There he is, right there. He's sort of laying down. It's the only one I have. Do a face reveal. I've done that in plenty of videos. Plenty of my other videos, you'll see my face. Okay, this is the best I'm going to be able to get it, I think. So, I know it's not best view from on web camera. It's going to be kind of blurry and gray looking like that. I can't do much anything else about that, so I got, looks like 2 messages held for review. Okay. This one from Lennon asked, "Are you autistic?" Yes, I am. It's a disability that I was born with. Some people think it's a disease or sickness or something like that. It's not. Just a disability I was born with. There's certain things that I can and can't do. I can, uh, let's see, I have 2 jobs. I go to school. Um, something, so it's autism is autism is different for everybody that has it. Um, Jay Smooth said, in all seriousness, what is it like to living with autism? Uh, and then Lennon said, you can't hear loud noises. Uh, I can hear loud noises. I don't like loud noises. That's one of the definite things for me is I don't like loud noises. And then, um, as you notice, sometimes in my videos, I'll pause like I have been some. That's because it's like my brain has to think about what I want to say, pretty much. And then it's hard for me to keep eye contact with somebody that I'm talking to, which has been a difficulty for me. And it's difficult for me to spell some things sometimes, some certain words. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and get started. I've already wasted some time to be able to be doing a stream. So, this first vehicle we're going to crash test with is this one. Jay Smooth said, "How are you on picking up social cues?" Social cues. I kind of, sort of, don't know if I remember what that is or not. That's one of the other things about my disability is there's things I can remember and things I can't remember, which can be difficult sometimes too. Lennon said, "I think you're a normal human. You are just given a name that makes you different, so you got treated differently. Social cues like knowing if someone is sad or mad." Okay, yeah, now I remember. Uh, yeah, I know if somebody's sad or mad, that sort of thing. So that I do understand. So this is the first vehicle we're going to do. The second vehicle is the Hirachi, I think is what it was called. We're going to do that one. Reading some more comments. Jay Smooth said, "If anything, you're normal to me." Thanks. I really appreciate that. I really do. In case anybody's wondering, I have been doing my YouTube channel now for almost 3 years now. Is how long I've been doing my YouTube channel. Let's see, how old was I? I'm 19 now, getting ready to turn 20 in September. So 18, 17, 16. I was around 17, 16 years old whenever I first started doing my YouTube channel. Okay, so my hands are going to get in the way of the camera. I can't do anything about that. That's because I got to be able to steer, move the camera over a little bit. Oh, duh, it's paused. The game is paused. I was like, oh yeah, no wonder it's not going anywhere. Now, the thing about this vehicle is whenever you floor it, like literally floor accelerator pedal, you have to start off going kind of slow, because if not, you'll lose control of it and you'll spin out, crash into something. I can slow-mo it, though I don't know if I'll be able to pause the game in time. Let's see if I can. Sometimes I'm able to pause the game in time. You put it in slow motion mode right before impact. So click on environment. And simulation speed times 100 is what we want to slow down to. And I click the escape button to go out of that. And check comments again. J Smooth said, do you have a favorite movie? I have several, actually. Just about all of the Star Wars movies. Just about all the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park movies. Then there's some others I can't think of right now. Alright, that was a pretty big impact into that barrier, or test barrier is what it's called. Better name for it, anyway. Let's change back to real time. Roll over at the same time. Now, whenever this happens in the game and it rolls over like this, you just simply hold down the CTRL button on your keyboard, and then you hold down the right button on your mouse, both at the same time. Or no, not the right button, the left button that you normally click with on the mouse. So you hold down the CTRL button while you're doing this, and these nodes will pop up and appear. And you just grab a hold of them and pull on it, and you basically just use that to flip the vehicle back over in the game. That's for if and when they flip over on their side or upside down or get stuck somewhere or something like that. You can also use it to destroy them as well if you wanted to. And spacebar is the brakes to stop the vehicles. Accelerate is the up arrow, which is for drive, and then reverse is the down arrow, and then the left and right arrows are to turn it left, and then to turn it right. J Smooth said, good work, man, keep it up. Thanks. So I hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far, and the game as well. I wish I could have my laptop screen showing a little better to where it's not blurry or anything like it is, or the gray spots like it's doing. I can't do anything about that. I wish I could. I really do. That really bothers me that I can't do anything about it. But it is what it is. Just gotta use what I got. And that's basically how small YouTube channels like me start out. Is you don't need a big expensive filming camera, which can be around $800-900, $1,000 or more. They can be pretty expensive. You don't need those, really. You can just simply, literally, just take your cell phone and film with the camera on it. Depends on what kind of cell phone you have, how good the camera on it is as well, and how good storage space and memory space and all that is as well. So let's take a look at how much damage we did to the vehicle. Pretty bad. Bad enough to where we damaged the engine and had broken the drive shaft, which means it's not going to go anywhere. See, if you click on the start engine button, it won't turn back on. And if you try to accelerate, it just simply goes into drive. It's not going to do anything. Not since the engine is damaged. And then for getting a interior view of the vehicle, or different camera views is what it's called, is the letter C button on your keyboard. You just click on that once, and then it goes to vehicle camera, driver view. So driver view, yeah. Whoa, yeah. I was like, where is the steering wheel? It's all the way over in the passenger seat. That's where the steering wheel is now. So the driver would have died. Passenger, not sure about them. They would probably, if I had to guess, they'd probably have minor to severe injuries or critical even. And that's onboard hood view, which is no longer straight like it would be. And then external view. And then orbit view, which is so you can move around the vehicle. To move around the vehicle like this, you hold down the right side of your mouse and drag the mouse around to look around the vehicle. That's basically how the game works, sort of. And then to fix and reset your vehicle, the insert button next to your delete button in the top right hand corner of your keyboard, you hold down that button that says insert, and that resets your vehicle, and it'll recover it all the way to where you started off with it. And then sometimes it won't fully do it all the way back to where it was, which was over here. It will sometimes just do it part way like this, and it'll pop up in the left top left corner of your screen saying that it cannot recover it any further. But it's no longer damaged and is now fixed. So to move it back to where it originally was, just put it in reverse. Pretty easy to do. Oops, don't want to turn it that way. Oh well. Stop. Okay. And to change out vehicles, the escape button, again, you just click that button. This is what pops up on the screen. It'll pop up the main menu here, and then the one that looks like a wrench is the manage part. And you click on that, you have the switch button, which switches you to another spawn vehicle. So I'll click on it and show you. Takes us to there. That other vehicle. Then the home button will take you to the original spawn point, which I'm not going to click on. And then this button is the set home button. Sets a new spawn point. And then the one that looks like a car is the select a new vehicle button. You can click that to, you can click either it to select a different vehicle, or you can go over to here, click the one that looks like a car, and it'll pop up vehicles. You click on that too if you want to. Then the one that looks like a trash can with an X in it, that's the remove current vehicle button. And then the one that looks like an arrow is the go back to the main menu part of this. And this one that looks like two cars with an arrow in the center is the clone current vehicle that you are on button. So that if you wanted the same vehicle, you just simply click that button. Pretty easy to do. Go back right quick. Then this one is called the powertrain button, which is the controls for all powertrain options that the game gives you. And this one here that looks like an engine is the toggle engine location. And then this one is the gearbox mode, which toggles the gearbox modes. So just to give an example, I'll click on the one for engine. Basically turns the engine off is what that does. So go back to it, click it again, and it'll turn it back on. And then go back to it again. And I haven't done the gearbox mode before. I don't want to. Go back to the main menu. The one that says AI on it right here is the controls for all the different AI options, which is automatic type things. This one that looks like cards is the random button, which means AI will follow all possible paths randomly. What that means is, let's say the other vehicle that we have spawned in, if I were to click that button, that other vehicle is going to randomly move around and drive around somewhere. And then this button here, it looks like a stop sign with a hand on it, is the AI will be stopped button, which stops AI from doing anything for any of the vehicles. And then this one is the follow me button, which means AI will follow you. What that means is the other vehicle that spawned in will automatically start to follow whichever vehicle that you're currently using. And then this button is the chase me button, which means the other vehicle we have spawned in will automatically start to chase after you and try to crash or stop you. And this one is the flee button, which means the other vehicle will leave from where it is and you go chase after it instead. And then the stoplight button is the traffic button. What this does is it automatically spawns in a bunch of random vehicles, and they all automatically drive around like normal, pretty much normal traffic, pretty much. And to stop any of those, like I said, you just click this button here, which is the stop button, which stops all AI commands for the game that you do. Go back to here, this button here with a folder with a down arrow in it is the save vehicle in its current form, which would be this vehicle. So let's say you damage it and you want to keep it like that, you just click this button to save it. And then the button next to it with the folder, that's a folder with an arrow pointing up out of it, is the load a previously saved vehicle, which would be the vehicle we're currently on if we were to save it from crashing it or something if we wanted to. Then this button here that looks like a smiley face is the fun stuff button. So you click on that. What comes up is the first one is the fire button, which looks like flames. That literally sets the vehicle on fire. I'll show you. The vehicle literally bursts into flames. And then to put it out, just go back to fun stuff. And the one that looks like a fire extinguisher right here puts out any fires on the vehicle. There we go. No more fire. Then this button here looks like a door. Breaks off all hinges, which is doors, hood, tailgate. So you push that button, and the doors are supposed to break off. They kind of did. Not really. Reset it. There we go. Fixed. And go back to that button. Then the button that looks like a tire next to that one, click on it, deflates all the tires. So now all the tires are flat. And they actually look like they are flat. And just fix it. Okay, then click on this again. Then the button that looks like an explosion is the boom button, and it literally does what it does. Here's what it does. Literally does a big fireball of flames and breaks the certain things on a vehicle, like the tires. It deflates all of them. Simply reset it, everything goes back to normal. click on the same button. Then button that looks like broken car is the brake button. And this brakes all components on the vehicle. Give an example of what that does. That right there is what it does. Literally breaks everything off the vehicle. Now if I pick it up, everything that's breakable, that can detach from the vehicle, is all broken off of it. So now all you have is basically the frame of the vehicle, cab, engine, transmission. Is pretty much all you got after that. And simply reset it. Okay, last button is the button that looks like a light bulb. That is the electrics button. So you click on it. What this does is brings you to this button here. Has a light bar on top of the roof of the car is the light bar button. For vehicles like here, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys to give an example. Something for BeamNG Drive, the game, you can do is there are mods that you can install for the game. Mods of different vehicles, sounds, engines, transmissions, almost just about anything. But anyway, there's an ambulance on here that you can spawn in and crash test, do whatever you want with it, pretty much. That's pretty much what BeamNG Drive is. You can pretty much do literally just about anything. So notice how it has a light bar on its roof. If you have a vehicle like this spawned in, go to the electrics button, click that light bar button, and those lights with any other flashing emergency lights will turn on. Now the letter H button on your keyboard, click that. That is your horn button. Go back to electrics. Click the light bar button again. That turns on the sirens for the ambulance, police cars, fire trucks. Now, to turn it off, let's go back to it. Click it again, turns both things off. And this button here has arrow pointing to the left and the right is the signals button. That's the controls for the turning signals. So if you click on it, you can click either the right turn signal button or the left turn signal button. So we're going to click the right one just to show you that it does that, and see a light lit up flashing. And to turn it off, you just click it again. Go back. Then this button here is the fog light button. Click on it. Turns on your fog lights. So I don't know if you can tell if they're turned on or not. And you just click it again to turn it off. Then this button is the headlights button, which turns on the headlights. You can turn them on either low or on high. And this one on top is to turn them off. So high, that's turned on high. Low, that's low. And turn them off. And then this button that looks like a triangle is the hazard light, or hazard light button. Click on it, turns on all your hazard lights. Click it again to turn them off. There you go. That's pretty much all, everything for that, for the main menu thing of how to play the game. So that way, if any of you want the game for yourselves, you know a little bit of how to play the game. We're going to switch this vehicle into, we'll do the Burnside Special. This is one of my favorite cars for on here in the game, especially because it's an older car. Around about a 50s, 1950s car. Do the police car. Okay, got it spawned in. Okay, let's switch back to the other car. We're gonna do it. I gotta put my hand over here to be able to steer it, so my hand might be in the way of the camera. I can't do anything about it. So I gotta turn it on. There we go. This is one of the other vehicles you have to start out with slow to before you fully floor the accelerator pedal. This thing can go pretty fast, by the way. It can go around, I think, around 100 to 200 miles per hour. It can go pretty fast. And then we'll just let it crash into it. Alright, there we go. So after crashing this, let's see if it will still run. Fuel tank has been ruptured. Engine is fine because it's a rear engine car. So still could be drivable, but because of how badly damaged it now is, and because the drive shaft is broken, it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to simply sit there. Can't steer it either. You can try to, you can kind of see the move, but it's not going to go anywhere. Put it in drive as I turn, or try to. It's not going to go anywhere. There we go. Okay. Now, if anybody else is watching, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to keep an eye on my phone for anybody else that is. I'm going to drink some Kool-Aid right quick because my mouth is dried out from talking. Okay. take a look at it. Don't know if you can tell or not, but right there is the engine. For there, the back of it. Okay. Now, interior view. I'd say driver, because the door frame is crushed in. Driver would be either critical condition or would have died on impact. Same thing goes for a passenger, because if you look at the door, the shape of the way the door frame now is, that's not good at all. It never is, really. So they would either both be in critical condition or would have both died on either on impact or on the scene of a crash. Switch it to hood view. Can't really see much of anything because the hood's so crushed. External view, back to orbit. And we'll swap. Oops, I hit it twice back there. Swap back to this vehicle. Turn on the siren because I want to. This is my most favorite part. This would have to be my most favorite part for this vehicle because it's an older vehicle. I like older vehicles like this. Anything from around the 1920s up to the 1950s in cars are cars that I like. Anything from 1960s to today, I don't really care for much. There's only certain ones I do care for. That would be the Tesla cars. I like those. Now you know why I like the siren of this car. It's so old school. I really like it. I really like how the game has the sound effects for that sort of thing now. There's an update several months back that they had for a game, and I absolutely love it. Sorry, my hands in the way. Try not to have my hand in the way. See if I can get the car moving. There we go. Chase down some thieves. Really not though, but kind of pretend if you wanted to. Have a car to chase after if you wanted. Alright, pause it. Okay, go to environment. Slow down simulation speed to 100 times. To get it as slow as we can possibly get it is up by 100 times. Then J button. And wait and watch for impact. And we have impact now. Oh, dang, it just crumples. which we were going around. We're going around maybe about 60, 70 miles per hour, so it don't help any. Not for a car from back then in the 50s. That's the thing about cars today. They're built a lot better and stronger and safer than they were back in the 1950s or 1920s. Back in the 50s, you had no seatbelts yet. Seatbelts didn't come around until around the 1960s or 70s, I believe. Back then, they were only part of it that goes across your lap. That's all you had for a seatbelt back then. So eventually, after people kept dying in wrecks pretty badly because that's all they had for a seatbelt back then, was when they came out with them being across your lap and over your shoulder like they are now, which is how they found out that seatbelts do way better than they would with just the lap seatbelts. So speed it back up to real time. The siren's still going, even though it broke off the roof. Put it in 10 times slow motion and 4 times. You can kind of faintly hear it. Sounds really distorted with it in 4 times slow motion. Two times. It's like that. And normal is back. Alright, turn that off. Alright. If anybody else is watching, please let me know in the comments below, and I will try to keep an eye for any comments on my phone while I'm doing the stream. Alright, so first off, by taking a look at the aftermath of this test, is the entire front end had twisted itself inwards to the driver, meaning the driver would have died on impact, and that's because literally the engine and everything would go right up into there where they would be sitting. And to prove that, put it in driver view. Steering wheel is no longer in place where it should be. Floorboards. The floorboard is literally all the way up against the seat, or bench seat is what it's called. Floorboard is literally all the way up against it, meaning for sure both of their legs would be broken, if not their femur bones as well, which is the most painful bone in your body to break. It's also the longest to heal, or takes the longest to heal. And passenger, they probably would have died too, because back then in the 50s, you didn't have seatbelts then, meaning they would have literally went flying into the dashboard and the window shield, if not through the window shield on impact. So they would have both died. Driver, definitely for sure, because you can't really even tell where the door frame for the driver is anymore now because it's so crushed. And then passengers in the back seat, same thing like the passenger. They would have flown from the back seat into the two front seats, or even all the way to dashboard, window shield, or all the way through, all the way up and through the window. Especially because of how fast we had the vehicle going. We had it going around 60 to 70 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. Hood view. Can't see anything but some of the hood and the engine and radiator. The engine should not be running, by the way. In real life, it wouldn't be. Back to orbit. Reset the vehicle. Put it in reverse. Maybe. There we go. Stop. Change it out with what do we want to use this time? Let's see. Do the Gravel T series, which is the semi trucks. There's a mod for it that you can get. You can get the D series trucks. There's a stubby T series, which is basically a miniature, almost a miniature version of it. There's a flatbed one, concrete mixer truck, stock racing one, T series with a rear engine, stubby T series with a box on the back of it. Probably one of my favorites would be this one. Let's buy it and I'll show you. Okay. This is my other favorite color. Paint coloring spawned in completely. That's why it looks weird, as I can tell. But anyways, this is one of my favorites. One of them. Go to the other vehicle. Fix it. Put it in reverse a little bit. Back it up a little bit. Not too much because we don't want to crash into the door. Okay. Give it a minute to load. Okay. There's the Gravel B series mod that you can get as well. There's the Gravel H series. It comes with the game. So does the Gravel T series. Let's see. Where's the Gravel D series? Is the pickup trucks, which also comes with the game. So we're going to do the Gravel B series for this one of them. You have basically mining trucks, off-road with truck with chained tires. You got a flatbed car hauler truck, tank truck, which has 3 axles in the back, 2 axles in the front, which I really like, to be honest. And then there's a military flatbed truck as well, crawler, highway truck, and there's the fire truck. I'm going to do the oversized load truck, which has the triple axles in the back, 2 axles in the front. The way that this thing turns, since it has 2 axles in the front, I just really like for some reason. I have no idea why. There's something about it I like. Alright, here's the thing spawned in. So it'll show you it's got 3 axles in the back, 2 in the front. Turn the tires. Both axles in the front turn in whichever direction you want it to go. Interior view from the driver looks like this. Hood view, external view, and orbit view. We're going to crash test this thing first. Well, I can literally see outside of the map because of how big this thing is in the tunnel. Not big enough to be crushed up against the roof, thank goodness, but you know what I mean. Alright. I'm going to have to go to hood view to be able to see where I'm going, because it's so big and tall. It's got so many different gears you can change it into. Got tongue-tied there for a minute. It's got a bunch of different gears you can change it into. So I'm actually going to reset it. All of these right here are all the differential gears you can change it into. See, this one's the front. That one's the front. That one's a rear. That one's a rear. That's the transfer case. And that's another transfer case. So it's got 2 of those. And then you have the front disconnect for a drive shaft, which you can disconnect and reconnect. See if it goes any faster with those engaged. That's the horn on it. Oh, camera. Put that back in. Put the disconnect back in. That helps it to speed up a lot better, believe it or not. So, gotta do pretty much all the rear differential gears. Get it to speed up pretty good. And got it up to almost 60 miles per hour, around 55. That's how fast we got it going. So if anybody's watching right now, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to keep an eye out on my phone for any comments. And also feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. That's what I wanted. Speed reduced to 100 times. Simulation speed. Orbit. J button on the keyboard is to pause and unpause the game. Now we just wait for the impact into the test barrier, or the opposite side of it. It's going to take it a bit to reach to it. Let's see, it looks like we're going to get top speed at around 56 miles per hour before impact. I think that's the front transfer case flying out. No, that's the ladder for getting in. My bad. Hold on. Wait, what is that? Oh yeah, it's just the steps for getting in the truck. Alright. Change it back to normal simulation speed. We hit into that pretty hard. Slam on the brakes. Get it to stop completely so we can take a look at the damage. Damaged enough to where the engine no longer runs, meaning it's not going to go anywhere. Underneath, yeah, the engine is definitely damaged. Interior view of where the driver would be. Don't know why everything is literally bouncing around like that, but okay. Believe it or not, they would probably, believe it or not, the passenger and driver would probably be okay. They would probably have, but only minor to severe injuries. So they would probably live from this crash. Back to orbit. Go over to this vehicle. Push the horn button for it. It doesn't do anything. Alright, so start driving it. Differential gear for it. Let's see if it speeds up any with that engaged. See if it'll speed up better with it engaged. Oh yeah, it does too. So just do that and it'll speed up a lot better. And yes, I know my hands are in the way. I can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. I wish I could. Oh, we're running into the guardrail there against the wall. Let's not do that. For whatever reason, it likes to go in that direction whenever you're driving it. Don't know why it does that, but it just does. There's the impact. Alright. See if we can still somewhat drive it. This and the semi trucks, they do that beeping sound effect that they would in real life when you put them in reverse. Get them to stop is simply put it back in drive. Still kind of sort of drives. Can't reverse it anymore now though. Or steer it either because it's literally stuck on us from the impact. The entire frame of it twisted itself around in that direction of how we hit. So interior view, driver would probably be in severe to critical condition because the tire had came through the floorboard up to where it now is right here, and everything else is pretty much just out of place. Passenger, they probably have this minor to severe injuries, depending on how bad they are. Alright. Switch back to this. Reset it. Click on vehicle. Go back to this for a minute. This is probably the last crash test we're going to do for now for this BMG Drive crash testing video. At least for now. Let's see. I want the fire truck. I forgot it's not on. That one. It's the Gravel B series that it's on. So guys, the fire truck that's on here in Gravel B series is the last vehicle we're going to crash test for now for this BMG Drive crash testing video live stream, to be exact. That is going to be the fire truck. Alright, so here's the fire truck. Corner in it doesn't work either. Siren, I think, does. Yes, it does. Only thing it doesn't is a horn. And don't know why. Alright, so that's differential in the front, differential in the rear, rear, transfer case, other transfer case. And front disconnects. Leave that connected. See how it does. And get on hood view, and here we go. Well, maybe. Doesn't seem to want to move. Why does it not want to move? Maybe it's the transfer cases. So disconnect those and then see. Huh. Okay. Well, it doesn't want to move. Try resetting it. Let me try something. See if I can move it around a little bit by doing that. It's fucking neutral for whatever reason. Disconnect to that. Let's see if it. It. Maybe can't have those. Oh, I don't want Y either. Try the front one then. I don't know. We'll just change it out to something different then. We'll have to do it some other time. I'll have to figure out why it won't do anything. We'll just do the Gravel T series instead. Except we're going to do the Patriot Special version of it. Alright. Transfer case engaged. Go to the hood view. And floor. barn on it. Up to around 40 miles per hour so far. And close the game. Right before we get to impact, got around 54 miles per hour in speed. So almost 60 miles per hour before impact. So it's going to be around about 50 something. Orbit view, so we can watch as it comes in for impact. Click play, and wait and watch for impact. And here it comes. And there we go. Alright. Change it back to real-time speed or simulation speed. Play. No longer drivable as the engine has been damaged. Impact aftermath. The entire frame of it was twisted in that direction. Interior view. The entire cab of it looks to have been bent inwards from the hood, ramming into it from impact, meaning that the driver would have not only hit his head on the window shield, or possibly even went through the window shield, also would have hit his chest pretty hard on the steering wheel as well, as it doesn't look to have any airbags, meaning he would be in either severe or critical condition. And then the same goes for the passenger, except he doesn't have a steering wheel over there. So that would be pretty much it for this time's BeamView Drive crash testing video. Except that this time was a live stream. And the reason why I wanted to do it as a live stream this time is because, for one, it had been around about a year, I believe, from when I did a live stream for it last. And it had been around 2 months when I did a BeamView Drive crash testing video last. I didn't mean for it to be that long from when I did a BeamView Drive crash testing video last. The reason why it had been that long is because I had been busy with school and work both, and doing some other new videos for you guys I had been wanting to make and do, or just didn't have time to do some videos I wanted to do, or something like that. I got some other new videos I do plan on doing pretty soon. My new video for an update video on my 1967 Chevy pickup truck that I've been working on. I haven't done an update video on it in about a year, and I've been meaning to do a new update video on it. So that will probably be my next new video that I'll do. Then after it will be my next new Lego Jurassic World video game gameplay video. Then after that will probably, hopefully, be my next new reaction video. It's been around 3 to 4 months from when I did a new video for my reaction videos, and I've been wanting to do a new video for that. I just haven't had the time or been able to because of other videos I wanted to do and make for you guys. So that's why. So those are new videos that are coming and are on their way. And then one other new video that I will be doing sometime soon is another toy destruction video that I'm going to do. That is a new playlist series that I have set up for my YouTube channel that I had started to do with my Lego House Fire video that I had uploaded. It was a premiere video. My first premiere video that I did was that video. So if you guys haven't seen that video, please go watch it. If you haven't, hope you guys enjoy it. So there's my second toy destruction video is coming sometime soon. Not sure yet when it's going to be. I'll have to decide on that, on when I want for it to be. It also depends on if I have time on doing it or anything too. It also depends on when I work too and have school. So until then, for those new videos, for listed videos I gave you guys, hope you guys have all enjoyed this new BeamNG Drive crash testing video as a live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have, please, of course, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will, of course, see you guys all again in one of my next new videos. So, of course, thank you guys all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys then. So, of course, goodbye for now. And I hope to see you all again soon. So, goodbye for now, guys. Thanks for coming for the stream.